Hey, good morning. It's Richard from David Walters Yachts. This morning on the way to work, I stopped by Island Water World to pick up a couple of things. Island Water World is one of the two big chandleries here in St. Martin. And I ran into my friends Ryan and Tammy and Al, and they were putting together these enormous solar arches that they've custom manufactured for their boats. And I thought it was interesting, and I made a quick video. So here, have a look. Ryan, tell me what we got here.
Well, we've got some solar arches that we built and fabricated in Canada and had shipped down here to St. Martin. There's the two halves of one arch. Over there, we've got the centerpieces that the arches go into.
Being unwrapped by the ravishing Tammy. So that's the center chunks that support these. In real life, these panels look absolutely massive on a wide angle lens. I don't think they look quite as large, but that's coming up to 1,000 watts of solar, which will really change things on a monohull. And it's really hard to get really huge solar capacity on a monohull, but I think this is going to change things. So Ryan, you fabricated this whole thing, or sorry, you designed up this whole thing, had it fabbed, or did you weld it up?
I did everything. Fabbed it
all the bending, all the welding.
All of it.
And then you showed me these fantastic mounting knuckles.
Yep.
You CAD designed these and had them micro manufactured by a CNC manufacturer.
Yep, the good old folks on Alibaba had them machined. These were supposed to be clear anodized aluminum, but they made them black. Asked if it was okay. I said no, and this is the final color we settled on. So they couldn't get all the black dye out, but
so those were made overseas?
Overseas in China.
Get out! I didn't know you could order sort of one-off manufacturing like that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you know about this?
Oh, that's what I do for a living.
Have stuff manufactured in China.
I do. Well,
in the great North American tradition of sending jobs overseas.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, these are going to be the davits. So there's two davit extensions. This is where the little Harkin blocks will go on. And,
yeah. So that's a plug that goes in the end of a piece of tube. Yeah.
And it's the same size as this. So yeah, it just fits right in.
Grub screwed in place.
Well, actually,
that's threaded.
We drill and tap.
Oh, and you were just telling me about the drill that has a tap shoulder.
That's correct. Yeah. And then these 6mm fasteners, once it's drilled and tapped into this will thread into it and secure it in place.
Tell me about the finish.
Yeah, so the finish, it's powder coated white. It's they call it white Sandtex, so it does have a slight texture to it.
I don't know if we can pick that up at all. But no, we can't get focus that close. But yeah, there's this very slight, well, it almost looks like latex paint that's been rolled on a wall in a house.
Like an eggshell.
Yeah, an eggshell sort of a thing. I guess the other thing to do is back out. And Ryan, if you would step into that frame and give me a sense of scale of this crazy, over by the box.
Yeah.
So give me a sense of the size of this box that you had shipped to St. Martin. So I'm told that shipping that box to St. Martin was 5,000 Canadian dollars. So that was easy peasy.
Yeah. Then 1,000 for the crate. So
1,000 to have that crate manufactured, and there's some good stuff left in that crate. You're gonna have to sell off the pieces.
Yeah, I might get $50 back.
It was funny. You already have one guy saying, "Don't let this walk away."
Well, that's an interesting project. I guess we can put this on the web and talk about how it's a part of the cruising life. There's all sorts of ways to skin a cat, but having all this power, we talk about the power so much, but having all this power capability absolutely changes the life on board. And it's just in the last, really, you could talk about 10, but even more the last 5 years, how the power situation has so completely changed with really affordable solar panels and lithium batteries dropping through the floor. So yeah. So you must be very excited.
Oh, very excited. Yeah. I'll show you one more little piece.
Oh yeah, there's more to see.
Yeah, we've got the cable entry area there.
Cable entry area.
Yeah, so what we have, because we want to have all the cables hidden, of course. So when the power comes up through the arch, 3/4 MPT.
Oh yeah.
And
you welded a lug on it.
In Alberta welding fashion, I of course put a little repad on it for all you guys out there that do pressure welding. And that's where the power comes in, and then there's another one over on the arch over here. I've got a plug in there.
Oh, to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big question then is, where does the Starlink mount on it?
We haven't got there yet.
It wasn't, so that wasn't anticipated.
It was, but for shipping it wasn't practical. It would have been a big piece sticking off to the side.
So you have something in mind to manufacture still, or what are you going to do?
No, there's a off-the-shelf part we can put on.
All right, because that's, you know, as important as this. But you've got to offset it enough that on the one hand it's secure enough
Yep.
against wind and stuff, but on the other hand it doesn't shade over these big gorgeous panels. All right, I think that's enough.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks for stopping by.
All right, well, this is Richard from David Walters Yachts, and signing off. Here we're in beautiful St. Martin. It's gorgeous today. Gorgeous today.